Hey everybody, welcome back. This episode we're going to finally start to branch the AE system out with the wireless controllers, because basically we're just getting too tight in here, right? Not enough room to move around and all that. So basically what I'm looking for is you can set that, right click on so we're going to use one interface, one side of one of the connectors of the controller. So that'll give us 32 channels to the wireless connector. And then I'll bring it over here and somewhere like maybe here. Yeah, that's probably good. All right. So now we should have a connection. Yep. All right. So now we can start to expand over to here. We're already getting kind of a little bit of lag in that area. So I think, oh, before I forget, I finally got a Eye of the Storm. And so we now have the Tome of Alkestri. And what's nice is I think I want to use, if we have one, did we leave a crafting table up here? Did not. Okay. Okay. So we need to duplicate some of these. So okay. So basically what we're doing is shift right clicking to pull in redstone. And then crafting with 2 additional, or crafting with the nether stars. So basically we can do this. We started with, what did we start with, 10 nether stars? Let's do like 1,000 of those. We have 331,000 redstone dust. Oh, God, there's a lot. Nice. Okay. So we can just keep doing that. And while it's activated, it's going to auto charge with what's left. All right. So pretty quick. Now we have 37 nether stars. And we can do that with other items as well. There's, if we look at the actually duplication, So we could do clay blocks, lapis, iron, sandstone, gold, coal. This was a lot. It would have been if we weren't waiting on the nether stars, it would have been good in the beginning to have this. Just, to double what we needed, right? So yeah, not too shabby. There we go. So that's it. So that's the Tome of Alkahestry. I think I'm going to put the setup away. I also made a crafting recipe for the wireless connectors, right? So basically we can make them on the fly now. All right. Cable. And actually dense cable. So I think one of the things I did want to do is redo some of this. Oh, I didn't show this. I was just bored. And so what I did was I went on to Airtable and looked for something cool to build. And we came up with Japanese pagoda. So yeah, this is our pagoda. It doesn't fit a theme or anything like that, and I really didn't need another building. But I was bored. So I got the copy paste gadget out and basically, yeah. So it looks pretty cool. Let's actually turn it daytime. There we go. It's a pagoda. Oops. Lots of lag. I wonder why the lag is over here. Might be my machine. One of those things. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty cool design. And basically on the inside, just a basic, probably 9x9 or 7x7, 2, 3, 4. So 7x7. Each one of these is 7x7. So I'll probably wind up doing some more. Oh, you know what I could do? Yeah, why don't we do that? I'm going to make... I'm going to make another connector for over here. Where do I want to put this, though? I think... Let me go on and put it there. All right, and then nice, that kind of works. Although I think, no, that's still probably a good place for it, and then I can run the cable underneath. That works. But yeah. We can start to put some machines over here. But we need to actually set that up over here. Nice. So that should light up. And it is. Perfect. All right. So now we can actually start to cable a little bit of this underneath. Let's see. Okay, so now this, I can use up to 32 out of the bottom, but that would eliminate it from using any of the other interfaces on it, which is fine. Basically, probably what I would do is use dense cable to come to each of these corners. There we go. We probably need to make a little more. Ooh, we need string. So we need a string recipe, which is that one. And that's a crafting recipe. That's actually pretty quick. Although it does seem to slow down now once we're at the covered cable. All right, there we go. Okay. Well, they must be on the second floor. All right. Let's go ahead and sleep. I don't want to deal with the phantoms right now. All right, so we have now plenty of room. Okay. Yeah. let's see. All right, so now each of those, yep, so each of these should be able to take 8 channels. Oops. All right, so also we can do some facades here. Okay, so tough. Nice. So now we can start to do some layout for maybe we'll bring the sifters over here, the auto sieves over here. Or maybe we'll start with industrial foregoing, maybe move the dissolution chambers over here. Or we could do crafting. We could do crafting over here. Ah, there we go. Okay, so let's see. We have a 3x3. All right, so craft. Let's do 9 coprocessors, 9 crafting units, and that'll be it for until these finish. Okay, so we do a layout that's a 3x3, right? And these should all now when we make the next level, so this is going to take a bit. But it's actually not terribly slow. It's about 25% in 30 seconds. Yeah. So that would be what? About 2 minutes for the whole thing? We can time it, see how close it is. As long as it doesn't slow down or anything. That's the one nice thing about AFKing with all of those processors going, or with all of those GORs going. I mean, I have so many shards now, like all of that material can be easily put together, right? And we have currently the fastest furnaces, but we are close to making vibranium. I actually kind of put that on the back burner, which I probably shouldn't have. We're probably close to making the vibranium now, because I did do the singularities already for the star, which is kind of half the battle there. And once we get to the vibranium stage, we already know where some of the unobtainium is, and we can do the laser ore drills in the end and get unobtainium ore. So that'll be kind of a nice thing. Actually, let's see where we are with aluminium. 1,773 blocks, which is absolutely crazy. Nice. So we have plenty of aluminium. Are we stalled? Nope. This one's still working. And that one is. Sweet. So yeah, so I did restart recently, and that's probably why we haven't had any kind of issues. Oh, that's what else we can do. At hostile. So I have several. I just went and killed a bunch of stuff. So we have let's see which models we have. So we've got a snow golem. I did that to get the frozen cores. All right. And then a spider, zombie, skeleton, and creeper. And they're all self-aware or superior, which is, that one's actually advanced, but oh well. But we can make, let's see, simulation chamber, right? All right, so let's come off. Let's come up out of the center with these, right? And we'll set that on top. And so we'll need a pattern provider. Nice. Okay. So what do we need material? We don't really need any of these. But the overworld, like prediction matrix and stuff like that, we can use. Wow, that was fast. All right, so we need a point. There we go. There we go. So we have our generalized overworld prediction, and then once we have some more models and we can take it into the end. and get some of the other things that we need, or even the nether. Those are nice to have too. We could do a wither skeleton and basically do that. So let's make the loot fabricator. Excuse me. Okay, so now what we can do is, so we can supply a pattern to, as long as we can insert from the bottom, which I think we can do a pattern for the predictions, right? And as long as we tell it what we're looking for. All right, so let's see. Put this up top. We'll grab another point. Stick this on the back side. And then some pipe. There we go. Actually, though, to keep that consistent, and under chest. No. That was placed horribly. There we go. A vertical stack. Nice. And that's dumping it straight into the ender chest. So I guess the pattern how would we do that? I guess we would have to insert the model and the prediction matrix. But then again, also we have this to the prediction to deal with also. That might be a little tricky. Wow, 68 creeper heads already. Okay, we have one of those. What's holding you up? Okay, it's stalled. So this is what happens, and I'm not sure what's happening here, and I don't really know why. The crafting time just stops, and like it has all of the materials it needs to finish what you were doing, but so you just have to restart it, and then it like blasts through and finishes them right away. See, it's really strange. So I don't know what's happening there, but There we go. And we have our multi-block. This is a nice little unit, right? I mean, if we look now in crafters, so this is this one, 9 coprocessors, 2.25 million in storage. So if we were to do another 9 of those, because at this point we have plenty of material. This could be our kind of go-to for big jobs. And honestly, I think this is a better look anyway, rather than have the little wall section come down. And that will give us, or could even pull it in on both sides here. And then I can go even further. I can go 1, 2, 3 more levels of coprocessors, or I'm sorry, of the crafting storage. And that would be a pretty hellacious crafter. And the nice thing is, I'm pretty sure about this, that's only taking up one channel, right? So I think yeah, that's only one channel. So that whole multi-block is just taking up one channel on this whole thing. So that makes it really efficient to be using the wireless connector, right? Like we could do all kinds of other things over here too, just off of that one cable that's run here to this corner. And that is going to continue to give me. All right, let's try something else. Skeleton. What can we use these for? Oh. Fabrication directive. Stores selections from a loop fabricator. Right-click to copy. Shift right-click to apply. Okay. That's pretty cool. You can also make the nether prediction. Let's do some of that, right? Nether rack. And we can use this for blaze rods, blaze powder, soul sand, gas tiers, gold, and then generalized ender prediction. Cool. All right. So all right, how's our crafting units coming? Oh, and it's already using the one we're it's using the one we're expanding. Nice. I'm assuming that that's just because it has more coprocessors and more storage than the others. Because I think the other ones were labeled 1 first. I may look at, some of you told me to take a look at slicers, and maybe it's a reaction chamber. Let me see. So what is the slicer? Circuit slicer. And let's take a look at that guide. The circuit slicer, they can slice material block into processor prints directly, so they are 9 times faster than the inscriber at most times. Notice the glass faces that don't have port can't connect to network. So what would the recipe be? All right. Let's go and see if we can make one of those. All right, slicer. Oh, that's a processing pattern. Where does that go? Crystal assembler. Okay. All right, so iron plates, we're gonna need a couple of them. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3 plates. We need skystone dust. 1, 2, 3. Then we need gold. Diamond. And is it Certus and charged? I can't remember which one it was. We'll do both. Nope, maybe not. How do we have 22? That is bizarre. Okay. Slicer. Wow, that's already done. Nice. Okay, looks like we stalled again here, huh? No? We're still creeping along. Okay. And now we're stalled. Yeah, I don't know. That's just so weird. I mean, there may just be an outer limit to what's happening. I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. But that does give us a lot of room. I would probably say it's worth to do one more. Or maybe two more. Maybe do another round of coprocessors. Let's do that. Let's see. Okay. Wow, that was quick. And we probably have room. Yeah, we have room for one more set. Let's do that. And then that'll really kind of be our end all be all as far as our crafting monstrosity goes, which will actually be pretty cool. And then basically we can kind of, I still have to kind of figure out how to best automate this, right? This part's no problem. Oh, we have to select. See, I think this is the problem, right? So we have to somehow select what we want to get back out of it. And we have to figure out how to retrieve this. I wonder if I need to put something there. Okay, so now let's see if it exits it. It's kind of clunky. Oh, maybe that was too fast. All right, so we have 7. Yeah, it worked. Nice. It's clunky. It's not clean. I could probably do that better. Maybe with, I was thinking maybe with laser IO, but probably not, just because I mean I'm going to have nodes on both the ender chest and the prediction, the simulation chamber, so it's not going to really be that much cleaner. This is probably not bad. I guess maybe I could maybe move it on this side. That's not terrible. Not the worst thing I've done. Absolutely not. You know? Yeah. No, that's cool. All right, where are we with this? All right, we're still plugging along. Yep. It's funny. It kicks out like 1. All right, I'm going to put the models away and our prediction that we had away and our setup away. We don't need the incubator. So this we need to kind of learn how to work with. So it looks like this is routable. This is not. So okay. Are we close? Yep, we're stalled. Okay. Cancel. There we go. Monster. 18 coprocessors, 6.75 million storage. That's a beast. That I would say can we set priorities on these? No, it doesn't look like you can set a priority. Would be nice though, but it may probably choose that anyways, just because it is the biggest and the baddest out of there. So, Okay, so we'll kind of leave it at that. And then this here, I really want to figure out. The glass faces that don't have a port can't connect to a network. So your pattern provider has to go where that little square is on both sides, on those two sides. So I assume that means it can't go from the bottom. Or can it? Now, I wonder if, so we could do, right? Okay, so circuit slicer. Oh. So this recipe would just be blocks. That's interesting. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So what if we did diamond blocks? Ooh. That's fast. Lordy. That is incredibly fast. How did I not know about this? Okay. Let's do this. All right, so where is our printed? Okay, so our new, okay, so circuit. So that would be one. That would be another. That would be that. All right, and then we would need blocks of Certus, gold, and diamond. All right, so oops, if we do our crafting recipes, which would be these. And then in our circuit slicer, we do these. Although, I want to make 2 more. Okay. All right, and then the last one. All right, so we've got diamond, Certus, and gold. Okay. So circuit. And the other thing is too, we could put crafting recipes in there for those presses. So if we wanted to make more of these. All right, so let's add some more acceleration cards in them. Oh, did I screw that up? I did. Okay. So I have these screwed up. Top is engineering. Next is logic. Engineering. Logic. Oh, there it was. Okay. So now I'm actually going to take them back out. At least these 3. Okay, let's try this. Let's try and do some processors. Okay, so the configs on these need to be set up. Okay, I wonder. Nice. Okay. So basically, as long as we have the rotation correctly, we have 6 printed. Sweet. And they're all in line. Perfect. So now, if we say want to, so why is the crafting? Oh, because that's the inscribers. Okay. So wow. That just did 300 printed in like no time. How did I not know about this? Okay, then. Consider me impressed. That is one heck of a... I'm glad I figured that out because, yeah, I'll be using that for sure down the road. That's that's pretty incredible. Where are you at with time? Oh, way over time as usual. Well, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next time.